Here's to the third time I've tried to upload this video. Third time's a charm. Oh my lord. A lot of rookie mistakes this week. Number 1, what do you teach and where? It is still dark. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am going to be doing the hashtag ITEACHTOO today. I'm super excited about it. I have my adorable Target notebook in front of me today. It's marble and gold. Oh my gosh, it's so cute. So I have this and I have my white and gold coffee and I'm ready to get this tag started. Long time coming, let me tell you, long time coming, man. Question number 1, what do you teach and where? I teach first grade in Central Indiana. Number 2, how long have you been teaching? So I've been teaching for 3 full years. I'm going into my 4th year of teaching, and all of those years I've been teaching at the same school, the same classroom, and the same grade level. So I'm really excited. I love first grade. I plan on teaching first grade forever, unless I get the opportunity to loop. I wanted to loop last year, 2 years ago, I'm sorry, 2015, 2016, because I loved that class so much, but the second grade teachers wouldn't do it. So that's the only reason I think I would move up levels, is if I were to have the opportunity to loop, that's when I would move up levels. So number 3, did you always know that you wanted to be a teacher? Yes, definitely. I was that one student that was asking the teacher if I could take the extra papers home so I can teach my bears, my spelling words, and my little lions, and my Barney. 90s kids, whoop whoop. Then my sister was born when I was 5 years old, so that poor little thing became my first student. From then on out, I practiced on my poor little sister that didn't have a choice. Number 4, what is your typical teacher OOTD? So outfit of the day. I love the cute little graphic tees. If you've not been on Jane.com, there's an app. It's a Jane app. They have the cutest teacher shirts. It's not all teacher shirts. It's a bunch of random stuff. But they have the cutest teacher shirts. And my favorite one that I wear all the time is the Copy Patience Lesson Plan Teacher Life, or Messy Buns something. Teacher Life, I forget what it says. But I wear that one all the time. So little like teaching graphic tees, but 9 times out of 10, I wear a tunic and leggings and flats. So I love wearing my Toms to work, and I rarely wear heels, like once a semester. I like to dress fancy, but I am most of the time in my Toms or my flats and leggings and like a nice tunic that covers everything. So that is that. Number 5, what do you usually bring for lunch? I love this question because I feel like I want my channel to be how to remain healthy, and mentally healthy and physically healthy while you're being a teacher, because being a teacher is so unbelievably stressful. So I like to be on top of it, and if my mental state is healthy and if my physical state is healthy, then I feel like I am able to be 100% in the classroom, or at least striving to be 100% in the classroom every single day. It really does help. So my lunches are meal prepped. And if you follow me on Instagram, I've given some tips and tricks probably every week on what you could do to be healthy and very easy, because we all want very easy things. So I meal prep easy and healthy things every Sunday and throw it in the fridge. Sometimes I throw Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday in the freezer so it doesn't like get bad or anything. And then I just pull it out, put it in my lunchbox, and go to school. And I meal prep my dinners too. So I come home, I eat dinner, and then I can go straight to the gym. So that is what my meals look like. If you're wondering what type of meals I eat, it's usually like grilled chicken and broccoli. So like a healthy lean protein and a healthy carb. I love sweet potatoes. Ooh, sweet potatoes, coconut oil, cinnamon, Himalayan sea salt. Oh, almond butter. Almond butter. Number 6, what is one of your favorite books about teaching? So I don't read a whole lot of books about teaching just because I feel like I got burnt out in college, so I'm just now getting into it again. But definitely The Classroom Management Secret, which I will link down below. It's a great read. I think it's like $11 on Amazon. I do like Fontes and Pinnell. I've referenced Fontes and Pinnell a lot too. And then I really want to read Teach Like a Pirate. So if you have read Teach Like a Pirate, let me know if it's something that I definitely need to read because I've heard so much about it within the last few weeks. It's been all over Instagram. So definitely let me know if I need to read that or not before school starts. Number 7, what is one of your favorite teacher movies? Oh my goodness. So I love Freedom Writers. That one's like the best movie ever. I feel like every teacher loves that movie because we strive to be that teacher. We want to be the teacher that inspires kids and being their rock and, you know, getting somewhere, getting somewhere in this world. But I just thought of that meme. Have you guys seen that meme on Pinterest where it's like the picture of the Freedom Writers in the classroom and it says like, this is how I envisioned my teaching would be. And then it has a picture of Jurassic Park and what is it, Chris Pratt. He's going like this and he's trying to manage the 3, like, what are they called? Velociraptors or something. Oh my gosh. True story, though. True story. I also love School of Rock, and I know that that's like such an old movie, but I love it so much. It cracks me up every single time. My cat's trying to get on here again. Cracks me up every time I see it, and I see myself in Jack Black in that movie, just in a sense of I will do anything and everything it is, or I will do anything and everything I can to make my kids giggle or to get them engaged in something. So School of Rock is definitely a good one, too. Bad Teacher is horrible, but it makes me laugh, so, you know. Number 8, who was your favorite teacher? 6th grade, Mrs. Beasley, hands down. If I could describe Mrs. Beasley with one word, it would be grace. And she showed so much grace. And we had a rough class in 6th grade, and it was only like one kid in particular who she always sat me next to. His name was Steven, and he would throw big tantrums. I remember one time in particular, I was sitting right next to him. We had like 4 desks at the time. So like we were sitting next to each other and then there were 2 people that were facing us. So there was 4 of us in a group and he was sitting right next to me and he didn't want to do something. So he pushed his chair back and the chair flipped over and hit the wall. And then he picked up the 2 legs of the desk and he flipped it up. So his stuff went everywhere and his desk fell down. And that would have been a really stressful moment where I would have felt unsafe, but I didn't. Mrs. Beasley just handled it with so much grace. She was able to just get us onto the carpet like it was a normal thing. Like she moved us away from the scene and she told us to continue working and she went and handled the situation. And he actually called the principal and the principal came in and he actually tried to like stab the principal with the pencil. So that would have been a stressful situation, but I don't remember it being stressful. I just remember her handling it with grace. And that's what I want to be as a teacher. I want to be remembered by my kids as somebody who never raised her voice or handled every stressful situation with grace. So that's definitely why I love Mrs. Beasley. And I've contacted her since I became a teacher, and she hasn't changed. So I love doing that, going back and talking to your teachers. My camera died. The universe is going against me on this video. Where were we? Favorite YouTubers. Number 9. Who are some of your favorite YouTubers? So Pocketful of Primary is definitely one of my favorites. I've been following her journey for a long time. I think she's in the same years as me. I think she's going into her 4th year of teaching. I might be wrong, but I know that it's somewhere around there. And so it's just fun to see how she grows and how I grow, and I connect with her on a lot of levels too. So I love watching her. I just recently, quite a few months ago, started watching Genuine Teaching and Apples and Tiara and The Real Rap with Reynolds. And let's see, what are some of the other ones? I can't even think of that. I watch some fitness YouTubers too. So, like Kara Corey Fit Life. I don't know if anybody's into that, but I watch her and Whitney Simmons. She's amazing too. Ooh, a classroom diva. She got really big this year too, and I love watching her channel. She's so bubbly and so awesome. So I love watching Classroom Diva too. Number 10, what is your best classroom management tip? So my best classroom management tip would have to be the book that I talked about earlier, The Classroom Management Secret. And in that book, he was talking about staying consistent. Do not let up, even though they may be 6 and 7-year-olds, which is really tough sometimes, but don't let up on your rules. If they slip up, then they need to know the consequences. And really, really, really honing back on the reminders. Really honing back on the reminders. And I know that that's really hard for those of us that teach like kindergarten, first and second grade, because we want to give them that second chance because they're little and they're getting used to school. No, it just makes our life so much harder. So definitely keep up on your rules, and maybe explaining to parents at the beginning of the year that, you know, you are pretty strict at the beginning of the year to try and, you know, manage our rules and get our classroom management system in place. And that might help a little bit on the parent side of it, because they understand that they're only 6 and 7 too. So yeah, that would be my best classroom management tip, is to stay consistent with your rules and consequences, and letting parents know ahead of time that what your rules and consequences are, and that you'll be pretty strict at the beginning of the year. So great book. I will leave the link down below to my Amazon store. That is a good book to read. Definitely for first year teachers and before the beginning of the year. It's a great book. Number 11, what is one reason you decided to become a teacher? This is a loaded question. You know, before you become a teacher, you always say, well, I just want to work with kids. I want to teach kids. I want to make a difference. And you don't really get to experience that until you get into your own classroom and you get to make real relationships with students. And it wasn't until my first year of teaching that I made a relationship with a little girl that was being physically abused. I'm sorry. I knew that she was living in a foster home, but this foster home happened to be her birth mother. I know, long story. But she was coming to school with bumps and bruises and scratches. But she was so bubbly, and she definitely played it off, and she acted like there was nothing wrong. And I knew to keep an eye on her from her kindergarten teacher. It told me to keep an eye on her, and so I did. And obviously when you're a teacher, you need to be on the lookout for stuff like that. So I kept an eye on her, and I noticed that they weren't going away. And this was a few weeks into school. I had to make a relationship with her to save her life. I had to make her trust me so she would tell me what was happening. We had a lot of reports, but we never had any solid evidence. And it was up to me as her teacher to help the counselor find this solid evidence that she is being physically abused. So it was about mid-year, and she came to school with more than normal. It had gotten worse. Still not serious, but you know, her spirit was broken. So I asked her again. I don't even know if I want to put this in here. It wasn't until about middle of the year that I was able to have her trust me and take her up to the office and let the nurse look at her. And she was sent back to New Jersey. So which is a good thing that she was sent back, because she was sent back to another foster home because her birth mother was going to adopt her again after she lost her the first time. And I hope that she is in a better home now, but those are the kind of relationships that you might be make. And I'm so glad that I got to meet her and her bubbly little self. But it was hard. It was hard forming a relationship and being the one to send her away. It was hard. It was very hard seeing her go. So be prepared to make, you are making a difference, but they could be small differences and it could be big differences. So I think that's probably one of the reasons why I decided to become a teacher, because I want to be that rock that they can come to school and know that they are safe, that they are safe with me. So I hope that you enjoyed this video. I'm sorry that was a little sob story at the end, and I'm sorry that this video was such a struggle for me to upload. I am going to get better at uploading videos. I just know it. I have the dedication for it. I really enjoy doing this. So thank you so much for being there to support me through my journey and liking and subscribing, and hopefully you see the quality of my videos getting a little bit better. But that's it for now. I am still in the process of making my back to school series. So I'm so excited. If you have anything that you want me to cover, please let me know in the comments, and I will make sure to cover that for you. Have a great day. It's gonna rain here in Indiana today, but I'm gonna go get my ring cleaned. So I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.